Part 11. From Vision to Action. How we launch the technocratic future of Africa. My name is Abebe Nagash. We have exposed the forces keeping Africa weak, and we have outlined a vision for a new governance model, one driven by technocrats, free from corruption, and built for self-sufficiency. But ideas alone won't change Africa. Today, we take the next step. Action. How do we build this system? Who are the first movers? And where do we start? Step 1. Establishing the core network of technocrats. The first move is identifying and organizing Africa's best minds, engineers, doctors, economists, architects, and scientists. People who understand systems and solutions. Who qualifies? Those with proven skills, problem-solving ability, and a track record of success, not just academic credentials, but real-world impact. How do we find them? The diaspora holds millions of African experts trained abroad, while Africa itself has raising technocrats seeking opportunities beyond politics. Where do we start? We establish an invite-only platform where technocrats connect, strategize, and lay the groundwork for new governance models. The era of waiting for government to act is over. It is time for experts to take control. Step 2. Parallel institutions. Building the system before taking power. We cannot wait for existing governments to collapse before designing the replacement. We must build the parallel system now. 1. Digital governance infrastructure. We prototype a technology-based governance system, one that manages resources, tracks corruption, and ensures transparency. AI and blockchain can create tamper-proof public funds, tracking, efficient taxation, and direct citizen participation. This platform will be tested on a local scale, providing that Africa can govern without bureaucracy and corruption. 2. Smart cities as a test ground. We select a few African cities willing to adopt technocratic governance models. These cities become innovative hubs, attracting diaspora talent and foreign investment under Africa's first conditions. Once success is proven in select cities, the model expands, creating a network of self-sufficient, high-tech African regions. 3. Technocratic funding strategies. Africa must stop relying on foreign loans and aid, period. And instead, we tap into diaspora investment funds. Millions of Africans abroad can fund new infrastructure, research and development. Resource-backed financing. Our natural wealth must fund African progress, not foreign banks. Strategic industry alliances. African technocrats in energy, agriculture, and manufacturing pool resources to develop self-sustaining industries. Step 3. Replacing political power with competence-based governance. 1. Transitioning from political to expert-led decision-making. We establish a national competency council in each African country, made up of scientists, engineers, economists, and legal experts who guide major policies. Governance shifts from political parties to solution-driven task force, focused on real development, not ideological debates. Corrupt politicians are made obsolete because technocrats will provide better solutions. faster. 2. African legal reform, stripping power from the corrupt. Current constitutions protect the elite, not the people. New governance model must remove lifetime politicians and replace them with rotating expert panels. Ban foreign lobbying that lets outsiders control African policy. Implement digital voting and citizen-led policy proposals, giving power back to the people. 3. Ending foreign dependency on military and security. Africa must develop its own AI-driven defense systems. Instead of relying on Western or Chinese-built security structures, instead of foreign troops on African soil, we can create a self-sufficient security force that protects Africa's sovereignty. This means drone defense, cyber security, and AI surveillance controlled by Africans, not Washington, Beijing, or Moscow. Step 4. Winning public support and mobilization. Mobilizing the youth. 1. A new African education model. Universities must teach self-sufficiency, not colonial economic models. Students must learn practical skills, agriculture, coding, engineering, not just theory. A new African research network connects top minds so solutions are shared across the continent. Media and propaganda for the people, not the elite. Foreign-controlled media controls Africa's narrative. This must end. We launch African-led news, social media, and documentary platforms that expose corruption and promote self-reliance. Young African content creators become the voice of change, influencing millions to abandon outdated systems. 3. Leveraging the diaspora for maximum impact. Millions of educated Africans live abroad. This is our secret weapon. A structured return program, bringing skilled Africans home not as employees, but as leaders in rebuilding the continent. Instead of foreign consultants dictating African policy, we let African experts lead African transformation. Step 5. Implementing the model, a 5-year plan. Year 1. Establishing the core network. Identify and organize the top African technocrats worldwide. Develop a functional prototype of digital governance systems. Begin testing alternative city governance models in willing regions. Year 2 to 3, expansion and public mobilization. Build self-sufficient economic zones that operate outside corrupt government control. Launch a massive youth engagement strategy. Ensure Africa's next generation embraces technocratic leadership. Expose and dismantle corruption networks that drain Africa's resources. Year 4 to 5, taking control through strategic influence. Technocrats win key governance positions, replacing ineffective politicians. The success of parallel governance models forces African nations to transition to technocratic rule. A continent-wide referendum allows the people to choose a competence-based on governance model over failed political systems. The movement begins now. Are you ready? This is no longer just talk. The era of beginning foreign powers is over. The era of technocratic governance in Africa has begun. If you are an African engineer, doctor, scientist, or strategist, this is your call to action. If you are in the diaspora and want to be part of history, This is your moment to return and rebuild. If you are a young African tired of empty speeches, this is your moment to support. No more waiting, no more excuses. The time for Africa's technocratic revolution is now. In part 12, we'll take this plan to the next level. How do we create direct action programs for skilled Africans? What can you do today to be part of the movement? Stay with us. The future is being written now. Thank you.